pretty good day. We walked out to West Marine to look for battery switch just in case they didn't have one. Oh, we went up to the other marine place. They didn't have one.
And then we walked to West Marine.
Right. And then we came back here, got some ice for the fridge.
Ziggy got a bath.
Oh yeah, Ziggy got a bath. That was very traumatic for him.
And us.
And us to watch it. But at least he doesn't smell terrible. He's clean.
And we got baths.
Oh yeah.
Oh, not at the groomer though.
Yeah.
It's Yacht Club.
Yeah, we're sitting on the patio of the yacht club because the boat has no power, and there's a power outlet here, and we're charging all of our stuff. And we met some really cool people here. We met a gentleman named Joe. He started off by saying he's a beginner, but then he told us about his boat that he keeps in the Med and the boat that he has here.
He's not a beginner.
He's not a beginner.
We're beginners.
Yeah, and he shared some really good tips. And then we met Doug and Kathy. Had a really nice conversation with them about their journeys. And you know, I'm just really digging all these cool people that we've been meeting. It's just been a real surprise. Anyway, do you have anything to add?
It's cold.
It's cold.
Cold here.
Yeah. What was it, like 47 degrees on the boat this morning? 49.
It was pretty cold. No, it was 52, I think. It wasn't below 50. It was cold though.
So
what else did we do today?
A lot of waiting around.
Oh, I did some laundry.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I tried to work, but it didn't work. So I just took a day off. And
gotta have power.
Gotta have power to work, as it turns out. Anyway, we'll get the parts tomorrow, and hopefully that'll go well. Weather for our hoped departure date of Wednesday, which is 2 days from now. It's Monday. Not looking good right now.
No.
So
winds are pretty strong.
The club has been very welcoming, but they do have an event on Wednesday, so we're gonna have to figure out what to do. But we might hopefully get our power situation figured out, and if we need to, we can go do something else. So
yeah, we could probably find the harbor master might find us a slip.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Speaking of which, Monterey Bay Harbor, I think it was Joe was saying he waited 18 years to get a slip here. 18 years to get a slip. That seems like a long time.
It does.
To wait for a slip.
I'd give up.
Yeah. Anyway.
I think times have changed.
Yeah, maybe so. Anyway, it's going to be a cold, dark night down there.
There's a boat. Right down here.
You know,
you can't really see it.
Probably can't see it, but at least Monterey is pretty. It's a cool place to be.
Yeah. We've been here quite a bit, so it's not unfamiliar. It's fun to come back.
Yeah, we're familiar with it. I used to live here as a kid a couple times, so it's always nice to come back. Anyway, we'll figure out the next step tomorrow. Hopefully the install will go well and we'll carry on. Yeah. We got our switch. Well, we got two, actually. We got this one, which I believe is an exact replacement, and this one, which is a slightly heavier amperage version, but I don't think it's going to work because I think the lugs on the back are just a little too big. So this looks right to me based on my recollection, and so I'm going to basically open this up, detach the positive terminal off the battery. I'm going to check the voltages on everything I'm about to disconnect to make sure everything's depowered, and I'll replace the switch. Hopefully it goes well. So I've got the ground connected to there, to the multimeter, and then over here this side is the positive side. This side is the negative side. So when I go here, you'll see there's 13.35 volts there. That's because this is connected to this here. So, and, you know, getting back to the core problem, when I put my sensor on probe on the other side of the switch, and of course the switch doesn't turn, we don't have any voltage, meaningful voltage there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove this bolt and detach this from the battery, which is what goes up into this bus bar back here, and that energizes the whole circuit. So I'm going to remove that, and then I'm going to double check the voltages on, you know, basically everything in the vicinity of what I'm working on, make sure everything's depowered, and then I'll be able to disassemble it. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I've disconnected the battery, the positive, and there's still some lingering voltage, and I think it's because there's some capacitor or something. Oh, it's already faded down. Okay, so just like a minute ago, there was, I don't know, it's like
half a volt.
Half a volt, yeah. And it was decaying, it was falling down, and you can see it's still falling down. So we're just going to wait until this drops all the way, just to make sure everything's fully discharged. It'll just take a couple minutes. This is actually probably why he had resistors in the storage, because it's common to use a resistor to just allow these sorts of charges to dissipate. So anyway, we're just gonna wait for this though. All right, she's checking my work, which doesn't bother me in the least, because this is important.
Necessary.
It is super necessary to have every opinion.
Okay. Well, before you turn the switches on, are you going to measure?
Yeah, that was the very next thing I was going to do. So there's nothing really to measure on this one on the bilge, because that's hardwired in before the switch. So that one is already working. So now I'm going to check some voltages and turn things on. Well, we didn't capture the moment we turned on the lights. We were pretty busy at the time, and we were really happy that it all worked. It was such a relief after a couple of days of cold and dark nights, and to have power back. Thankfully, we didn't have any problems putting it back together. We were just very careful and methodical, and checked everything we could along the way. And I just wanted to close this out by mentioning that when we bought the boat about a month and a half ago, we had all kinds of surveys done. We had the mechanical, the rigging, the marine surveyors all check it out, very thorough in their domain, but we did not get an electrical survey done. And I'm not sure why we didn't do that. We considered it, but we chose not to, and in hindsight, that was the wrong decision. I imagine a professional would have gone through every switch, every outlet, every circuit, and I have no doubt that a professional would have turned that switch and immediately recognized there was a problem. I have a vague recollection of that switch not feeling quite right, but it didn't register with me as being a real problem. And I think that's why a professional would have made a lot of sense and would have been very helpful and could have afforded us the opportunity to fix this before it happened by surprise. Thankfully, we were at a dock, safe, nothing bad happened. But if we had, on our journey, decided, hey, let's just turn on the inverter and you know, cook some food or turn on the water heater or something, this could have easily happened offshore. And if that had happened, that could have been a real problem. I think we would have figured it out, given that we were offshore quite a ways, and that would have given us some time to recover and manage it, because it took, I don't know, 15 minutes to figure out it was the switch, and I could have just bypassed the switch if it were an emergency situation. But still, you don't want that to happen out at sea ever, because it could have just as easily happened coming into a strange port in the dark, like we have a couple times now since this happened. So, anyway, that's about it for this. Just another lesson in being proactive about maintenance, making sure to understand your systems and have backup plans.